Do you know the biggest reason people never become fluent in English?
Bad teachers?
Nope.
Too much homework?
Also no.
Okay, then what is it?
They wait too long to speak because they think their grammar must be perfect first.
Oh, wow. That was literally me for 3 years.
Exactly. And today, we're going to show you why fluent English speakers do not think about grammar rules while speaking.
Seriously, native speakers break grammar rules all the time.
And by the end of this video, you'll learn how to speak English more naturally, more confidently, and more fluently without memorizing hundreds of grammar formulas.
This episode might hurt some grammar books today.
Maybe a little. Intro. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fluent English Podcast.
The place where you learn real English for real life.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul, still trying to survive English pronunciation.
You're improving.
Yesterday, I said vegetable correctly 3 times.
That deserves applause.
Thank you. My family was shocked.
If you enjoy relaxed English conversations that actually help you speak naturally, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
And grab your coffee, tea, or mysterious energy drink, because today's topic is huge.
How to speak English fluently without grammar rules. Section 1. The biggest myth about fluency.
Okay, Emily, I need to ask something honestly.
Go ahead.
Can someone really speak fluent English without studying grammar?
Yes, but let me explain carefully.
Because right now, somewhere on the internet, a grammar teacher is sweating.
Grammar is useful, very useful, but grammar should support speaking, not stop speaking.
Oh, that's different.
Think about children. Do babies learn grammar books first?
No.
Do they study verb tenses?
Definitely no.
But eventually, they speak fluently.
Wow, that's true.
Because language comes from listening, repeating, understanding patterns, and using the language naturally.
So fluency is more about practice than perfection?
Exactly.
That actually makes me feel relieved.
A lot of English learners are trapped in something called grammar fear.
Ooh, yes, I know this fear.
They want every sentence to be perfect before speaking.
Meanwhile, native speakers are saying things like gonna, wanna, ain't, and completely destroying grammar rules.
Exactly.
So the goal is communication, not perfection?
Yes, that sentence is important.
Let's repeat it together.
The goal is communication, not perfection. Again, slowly. The goal is communication, not perfection. How fluent people really speak.
Okay, here's something interesting.
What?
When I try to use perfect grammar while speaking, my brain freezes.
That happens to many learners.
It's like my brain opens 50 grammar tabs at the same time.
Present perfect, past perfect, future continuous.
And then suddenly I forget my own name.
Because fluent speaking is fast.
Right.
You don't have time to analyze every sentence like a math equation.
That's actually true.
Fluent speakers use chunks.
Chunks?
Yes, small groups of words that are commonly used together.
Oh, like, how's it going? At the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So instead of building sentences word by word, we learn natural phrases?
Yes.
That sounds much easier.
And much more natural.
Can we do some examples?
Of course.
Speaking practice.
Instead of studying grammar first, learn phrases like, I'm working on it. That makes sense. I'm not sure. Can you repeat that? I'll think about it.
These are super useful in real conversations.
Exactly. Repeat after me. I'm working on it.
I'm working on it.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
See? These phrases become automatic over time.
Like muscle memory for English.
Perfect description. Section 3. Stop translating in your head.
Emily, can I confess something embarrassing?
Always?
Sometimes before speaking English, I translate from my native language in my head.
That is extremely common.
But it makes me so slow.
Exactly. Because your brain is doing double work.
Step 1, think in native language. Step 2, translate. Step 3, panic.
Especially the panic part.
So how do we stop translating?
Start thinking in simple English.
Even if the sentences are small?
Especially small.
Can you give examples?
Sure. Instead of thinking, I need to translate this perfectly, think directly in English. I'm hungry. I need coffee. That's interesting. I'm tired. Where's my phone?
Oh, wow, that actually feels easier.
Because fluency starts with simple thoughts.
Not complicated grammar?
Nope.
I think many learners try to sound smart too early.
Yes, that's such a big problem.
People try to say, according to my personal perspective.
When they could simply say, I think.
Exactly.
Simple English is powerful English. Mini challenge. Okay, everyone listening right now, look around your room and say 5 things in English.
Oh no, pressure.
Come on, Paul, go first.
Okay, I see a chair. My coffee is cold. I need a haircut. My desk is messy. I should clean this room.
Excellent.
Wait, that actually felt natural.
Because real fluency grows from small daily thinking. Section 4. The secret. Listen more than you study.
Can I tell you something weird?
Always.
I learned more English from YouTube and podcasts than from grammar exercises.
Honestly, many fluent learners say the same thing.
Really?
Because listening teaches rhythm, pronunciation, emotions, reactions, and natural sentence patterns.
Grammar books can't teach emotion very well.
Exactly.
A grammar book never says, ugh, Monday morning.
True.
But real conversations do.
That's why listening is powerful.
So if someone wants fluency,
They should listen to English every day.
even 15 minutes,
Yes,
podcasts, YouTube, interviews,
all of them.
even movies,
Absolutely.
even if I understand only 60%?
That's okay. Your brain still learns patterns.
Wow.
Repeat after me. Natural reactions. Now let's practice natural reactions that fluent speakers use all the time. Repeat after me. No way.
No way.
Seriously?
Seriously?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
You're kidding.
You're kidding.
These small reactions make your English sound alive.
Without them, conversations feel like robots talking.
Exactly. Section 5. Fluency comes from confidence, not perfect grammar.
Emily, I think fear is a huge problem too.
Absolutely.
Many people are scared of making mistakes.
But mistakes are normal.
Native speakers make mistakes too.
All the time.
I once heard someone say, he don't know.
Exactly. Real-life English is messy sometimes.
So why do learners expect perfection from themselves?
Because they think mistakes are failure.
But mistakes are practice?
Yes.
That's such an important mindset.
Imagine learning to ride a bicycle.
You're probably going to fall.
Exactly. But nobody says, you fell once, never ride again.
That would be dramatic.
Language learning is the same.
Confidence, practice.
Say this with confidence. I'm learning English every day.
I'm learning English every day.
I don't need perfect grammar to communicate.
I don't need perfect grammar to communicate.
One mistake does not stop my progress.
One mistake does not stop my progress.
Beautiful.
Section 6. A simple daily fluency routine. Okay, Emily, give us a real daily routine.
Simple, practical, no stress.
Perfect.
Daily fluency plan. 1. Listen for 15 minutes. Podcast, YouTube, interview, anything interesting.
2. Repeat phrases aloud, not silently in your head.
3. Learn useful chunks, not giant grammar tables.
4. Think in English during daily life, even small thoughts.
5. Speak without fear. Mistakes are part of fluency.
Honestly, this feels much more realistic.
Because language should feel natural, not painful.
Some people study grammar for 10 years and still fear speaking.
Because speaking is a skill. You learn it by doing it.
Like swimming.
Exactly.
You can't read a swimming book for 5 years and suddenly become Michael Phelps.
Exactly.
Outro.
So today, remember this. Fluency is not about speaking perfectly. It's about speaking comfortably, naturally, and confidently.
And honestly, your English does not need to sound perfect to sound amazing.
Keep listening, keep practicing, keep speaking.
Even if your sentences are simple.
Simple English can create powerful conversations.
And if you made mistakes while practicing today,
That means you're learning.
we're proud of you for practicing with us today.
Thank you so much for spending time with us on the Fluent English podcast.
Before you go, answer today's question in the comments. What is the biggest thing stopping you from speaking English confidently?
Fear, vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar.
Or maybe ordering coffee in English without panicking.
That's a real challenge.
Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who wants to improve their English naturally.
And remember,
Progress, not perfection.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Keep speaking English.